In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we rarely pay attention to the sky. Yet right above us lies our closest cosmic neighbor with whom we share an inseparable bond, the moon. There isn't a person who has seen the Earth's night sky without this celestial companion, but one day it may disappear. Natural causes could lead to this, but it is far more likely that we, the inhabitants of Earth, could be responsible. But what could possibly happen to the moon? Let's look back at events of the recent past. In the year 1980, the United States developed a top-secret project aimed at detonating a nuclear bomb on the moon. This plan was part of a mission intended to intimidate the Soviet Union, as American authorities believed that only such a dramatic step could truly frighten their adversary. The idea was to create such a powerful explosion that the nuclear mushroom cloud would be visible from Earth. However, the mission, codenamed Project A119, was abruptly canceled, and the exact reasons for this decision remain unknown even today. The documents and reports related to the project were classified, and the participants have remained silent. How might the course of human history have changed if an explosion on the moon, comparable in scale to the atomic bombing of Hiroshima in the year 1945, had actually occurred? When some of the documents were declassified, it was revealed that the United States had grand plans for the moon at the end of the last century. Specifically, they considered the possibility of establishing military bases and nuclear reactors on its surface. However, all of this remained merely in the planning stages. Why did the American authorities abandon these ideas? Perhaps the potential catastrophic consequences of the explosion frightened scientists. The true reasons remain a mystery, but based on modern technology, we can attempt to speculate on what might have happened if the moon had indeed been blown up. First, we should ask ourselves, is it even possible to destroy the moon? To do so, we must consider that the destruction of such a massive celestial body would require from 10 million to 10 billion megatons of explosives in TNT equivalent. For example, the most powerful bomb ever created by humanity is the Big Ivan, with a yield of 57 megatons. The total nuclear potential on Earth is approximately 7,000 megatons. Even if all of this were detonated on the moon's surface, it would still not be destroyed, and its orbit would remain virtually unchanged. The most that would happen is the formation of a massive crater and the ejection of an enormous amount of lunar dust into space. Secondly, the moon is a massive rocky body that also contains magma. Even if, by some means, a crack were to be created on its surface, it would soon close up according to the laws of gravity and physics, much like a wound on a body. Thirdly, if humanity were to reach such technological heights and decide on the absurd step of destroying the moon, the apocalyptic scenarios depicted in movies would seem like child's play. It's important to understand that the main danger does not come from the explosion itself, but from its consequences in the form of lunar debris. Moreover, such a scenario could occur not through our own actions, but, for example, as a result of the moon colliding with a large celestial body of similar size. Huge fragments of the moon would hurtle towards Earth at terrifying speeds, and this would be the moment when the living would envy the dead. We can only hope that such a scenario won't unfold in the near future because the moon is not just a celestial body indifferently orbiting the Earth. Over billions of years of coexistence, the Earth and moon have formed strong bonds, and the destruction of these bonds could lead to the extinction of humanity. One such consequence would be the disappearance of tides, leading to floods and disrupting marine ecosystems, causing the extinction of species dependent on lunar cycles. Additionally, the disappearance of the moon would result in a change in the Earth's axial tilt, leading to radical changes in climate and seasons. Over time, without the stabilizing influence of the moon, Earth would begin to rotate on its side, much like Uranus. The length of a day would shrink to 8 hours, and a year would last around 1,000 days. And this is only a part of the consequences that would follow if anyone ever again considered the idea of blowing up the moon. We all share this planet, Earth, as neighbors. Therefore, we should support each other, strive for new discoveries, and do good deeds. And don't forget to look up at the moon more often. Until we meet again, friends.